Well, when Phillips Petroleum announced its merger with Conoco in 2002, it sent shockwaves through the northeastern Oklahoma town of Bartlesville. Many feared a loss of jobs as the new Conoco-Phillips moved its headquarters to Houston. But such anxiety soon turned to excitement as the oil giant began expanding back in Bartlesville. It's a boom that's providing both job growth and new economic activity on the Oklahoma prairie and revitalizing an area with new residents from around the globe. Natalie Dinh may live in Bartlesville but works globally. Natalie and her husband Hy traded in their jobs in Houston for the more relaxed pace of Bartlesville.
I feel it's really safe here in Bartlesville. I don't have to lock my door, and the people here in Bartlesville are so helpful.
Natalie and her husband are just two of what Conoco-Phillips says will be close to 500 employees to move here in the coming months. Originally from Vietnam, the couple are reflective of the work they do, servicing the oil giant's global operations.
Our goal is absolutely to reflect our customer base and where we do business. It's just, it makes good sense to have our employees who understand what that customer base is.
Debbie Adams is the Chief Procurement Officer for a company that has more than tripled its investment in new energy projects since the merger of Houston-based Conoco and Bartlesville-based Phillips in 2002, making the new Conoco-Phillips the third largest oil company in the nation and a driving force for job growth in Bartlesville.
Bartlesville is really going through an economic resurgence right now.
Jim Fram is president and CEO of the Bartlesville Chamber of Commerce and says housing starts at an all-time high, anticipating a flood of new residents.
We've announced about 1,500 new jobs in the last 8 months, and 500 of those have come from Conoco-Phillips, and the remainder have come from other companies in our community, some connected with the energy industry and some not.
And Fram credits the growth to 10 years of creating an economic climate that allows existing companies to grow while attracting our nation's biggest players to move here.
Bartlesville is a obviously fast-growing, very cosmopolitan city. Very reluctant to call it a town. We're like a small city. I think one of the attractions that we have is that we're very closely accessible to Tulsa International Airport and to downtown Tulsa. I can be in the parking lot of Tulsa International Airport in about 35 minutes from my driveway. You can drive from downtown Bartlesville to downtown Tulsa in about 40 or 45 minutes. If you look at Houston, Dallas, Kansas City, a lot of the larger metropolitan areas, people drive much farther than that just to drive across town.
A quality of life issue that isn't lost on new residents like the Dins.
We started finding that we had more time here, instead of spending a lot of time in traffic now, we just take like 5 minutes to get anywhere, so we had a lot more free time now.
So you have the safety and the security and all those nice things that you look for in a small city here in Bartlesville, but we have the amenities that are available in the Tulsa metropolitan area. And so it's a partnership that works very well and makes Bartlesville a very attractive community, not only to live in, but to have a business in.
But there are growing pains, a new jail, increased use of municipal services, and new demands on education.
One of the big attractions to Bartlesville is the fact that we have 2 universities here, along with the TriCounty Technology Center, which is part of the Career Tech program for the state of Oklahoma. So a company coming in, whether they have employees that need to get that MBA or work on that master's, or whether they need some specialized training in manufacturing area through the Career Tech program, we can facilitate that training at just about every level.
TriCounty Technology Center, this is Anita Risner.
Anita Risner is superintendent for the Career Tech Center and says they've already begun to customize class offerings to meet the area's new needs.
Our unemployment rate in our school district is fairly low, and so it makes it very critical that we continue to have that pipeline of well-trained, well-prepared students going out into the workforce to fill those jobs,
which are increasingly more technical.
So the short-term programs particularly are courses that will help people upgrade their skills and give them an opportunity to take those better jobs that require more technical training.
That also provide better pay. On average, the jobs moving into Bartlesville pay between $40,000 and $80,000 a year. And at Conoco-Phillips, the benefits are exceptional, from a bowling alley to all types of recreation. But it's not the money nor the perks that's impressed Bartlesville's newest residents. It's the people.
I think people really care about each other here. You know, we live in a great neighborhood, and we have people, you know, things that, you know, you just don't find in a big city or, you know, maybe in a different country.